Alright, I think I'm just gonna start the game. The controls are pretty standard, you're only missing like 3 jokes. But if you want to see these jokes, you can always buy the game and play it yourself. Hint hint, nudge nudge. Alright, so let's get started.
Be honest. How do I look?
I'm not going to lie to you. There is a remote possibility that the more eagle-eyed observer will have discerned a minor discrepancy in the hue of your attire.
Do you think it'll affect my chances of winning the contest?
Some people might argue that your bold reinterpretation of a national treasure is a delightfully provocative and consciously incongruous attempt to redefine and modernise tradition. But personally, I'd say you look like some twat who accidentally put his costume through the hot wash.
Oh, come on now. He looks purple. Yes, I like purple. So let's see, who am I actually controlling here?
It's my best friend Melvin. He's British, but he's pretty cool. He's definitely not the typical Brit.
Well, you're not the typical Yank either.
How come?
You haven't shot me yet.
Boo, bad jokes.
Mel, I don't think I can go through with this. Now that my costume is ruined, I've lost all my self-confidence. I don't believe I can win anymore.
Really? Because this costume screams confidence.
Really? You don't think the dye running and turning my patriotic costume purple has ruined my chances of winning?
Of course not. You never had any.
That's it. I'm going back to bed.
Oh, don't be soft. We travelled all the way across town on the bus to get that costume. You can't give up without at least getting to the theatre and showing them your act. I didn't sit next to that homeless woman that smelled of vodka for you to just walk out without doing your bit.
Okay, I'll do it. But only because you believe in me.
Does
Did
he?
I ever mention that I have total faith in your ability to mop the kitchen floor occasionally?
So how did the costume get spoiled?
I can't believe my costume got ruined. How did I ever let this happen?
As I recall, you were wearing it while eating pizza last night, and then you had to put it in the washing machine to try to get rid of the Napolitana sauce.
Oh yeah. It's all coming back to me now.
I'm not surprised. You had 11 slices. Just remember to flush when you're done.
Ugh. Ugh.
Mel, what are we doing here?
Yes, fill me
What do you mean,
in.
what are we doing here? We live here. Have you been sniffing the mushrooms in the shower again?
No, I know that. I just mean, why aren't we at the theater? The auditions end in a couple of hours.
That's a good question.
If we go halfway across Manhattan without
Yeah, where
an
do you
address
want
and
it?
a map, we'll get lost.
I won't get lost in the theater district. An experienced actor like me knows every crack in
Let's
those
see.
sidewalks.
I could
Which
just turn
sidewalks?
off my handsome
Those dirty
picture
ones on Broadway.
for this playthrough.
Well, maybe
Not sure where else I
off
could
Broadway.
put it.
That's the first time I've heard the term off-Broadway used to describe Staten Island.
What do you think? Let's get creative here. Why did it turn off? That's not actually what I did there. Top left? Come on now. Don't be ridiculous. Where's... Okay, where'd it go? Do-do-do-do. There. Weird. Move things over here. How about that? Now let's do something like... Aha! There we go. That might be too big though. Let's see. See how this looks.
Cheesy crackers?
Yeah,
You should change your underwear more often.
That had nothing to do with what we were saying. Alright, let's try this for a little bit. I have to be careful going back and forth because this game doesn't like alt-tabbing.
I need help.
you've noticed as well, have you? Something particular you had in mind?
Thanks, Mel. That's all the help I need.
If you say so.
Talk to you later.
Alright, well, I
Cheery
suppose
bye.
we will have to get to the theater. So let's see. Let's see here.
We generally keep the blinds closed day and night. During the day, it stops the sunlight reflecting off the TV.
And during the night, it stops the locals from suspecting you might have witnessed something.
That's true.
Let's let some
Pizza and
sunshine
bottles.
in,
Good
shall
time.
we?
Ah,
Oh yeah, much better.
nice view. Well, let's just get going, I
Let's
suppose.
head off to the audition, shall we?
Have you got a map of the route to the theatre?
It's right here in my hand, isn't it?
No?
Ah,
Oh. Then I've lost it.
Well, you'll have to find it or get a new one, won't you?
ah! Suddenly random objects.
We're looking for an umbrella, a crown, a pair of gloves, a horseshoe, 5 birds, an artificial leg, the kickstand from a 1967 Harley Sportster.
Hold up.
No,
What's wrong,
please.
Mel?
We tried not to have
We were
those.
just getting into the story when you stopped dead and started playing I Spy. What's going on?
Isn't that how it works? Set the scene, little bit of dialogue, then stop dead and play an arbitrary hunt the object game?
No, we specifically
That
turned
makes
those
no
off in
sense at
Gabriel
all.
Knight.
There's no motivation, no reason behind the game at all.
Sure there is. People would notice how painfully thin the plot was if we didn't distract them with random minigames. Quick, let's take 2 photos of the bathroom and try to spot the differences.
No, no, no. No hidden objects, no difference spotting, no sliding tiles, and absolutely no reassembling torn pieces of paper.
I wish you'd said something sooner.
Oh, lovely.
So what'll we do instead? I mean, the game will be finished in 20 minutes if we take out all the random pointless puzzles.
We'll just have to include more plot, more contextual puzzles, more jokes, and more character interaction.
But no DLC.
Well, we've wasted nearly 2 minutes complaining about hidden object games.
And the system works.
Lovely. Ah, we have a task added, so I can go up here, I can check my tasks. So, we need to find where he hid the address. Bear with me, I've actually not done any of this.
There's not a single slice left, I'm afraid.
You pig! I only had 3 slices.
What can I say? We should never have ordered the pizza that had chicken nuggets and burgers instead of a crust.
Personally, I'm convinced that someone at Paulie's Pizza Palace saw Logan's Run one too many times and is trying to ensure that no one lives past the age of 30.
References.
There's not.
You personally.
Oh, so I can't... Are they all the same?
We had a pizza delivered last night. This is the box it came in.
Thank you.
We haven't thrown it out because we're convinced that the box is stuffed with cheese but haven't found it yet.
Okay. Okay. Hat! Let us take the hat.
It's a hat I
Oh.
received as a birthday present one year. I never wear it because it makes me look ridiculous.
Yeah, we can't have that.
Ha! Ho ho.
It's the phone.
Yes, it is.
It says 555-0200. That's right. Some poor sap is getting a call from an obsessive-compulsive gamer tonight.
Not really. 555 doesn't work that way.
Mel and I are both firmly behind the Occupy protests.
The vast majority of Americans are honest, hard-working men and women who are disproportionately taxed and are forced to stand by while the rich elite siphon off all the profits and expect the rest to pay the price when they screw up the entire system.
Oh,
We're behind
Many
them
thanks, here you are.
100%. Of course, we don't actually work or pay taxes.
Well, no sense being fanatical about it.
well, I'm sure we can use the computer.
It's Mel's PC. He uses it for all kinds of clever stuff. But I just play games and use Facebook.
Your professors always said you should pay more attention in class.
Professors always say things like that.
Yeah, but in your case, they were right. Remember how you never used to read the college notice board and you were still in the old sports hall when they bulldozed it?
I could see if I have any replies from that dating website I signed up to, I suppose.
I suppose he didn't actually,
Ain't technology
put
amazing?
the map in the computer.
Sure is. If I went speed dating, it would take me an entire evening to get the number of rejections I get on here in half an hour.
Plus, if you went speed dating, you'd have to get dressed.
Handy. It's not letting me do that. Alright, we're gonna go into the bedroom and investigate further. Ah.
There's a drawer in the bedside cabinet.
Well, let's look at the drawer.
It's where I keep my briefs.
If there's one thing your briefs are not, it's brief. They're positively verbose.
I'm already wearing clean underwear.
Okay.
Your mom would be proud of you.
Yep, I have nothing to fear from being hit by buses now. I definitely don't want to carry Old Glory around with me.
Oh, Shirley?
I used to go out with a girl who called her Vajayjay Old Glory.
Come now.
I like to think that she meant she expected people to treat it with reverence and never take it for granted. I never had you pegged as the patriotic type, mate.
Have you seen what he's dressed
I'm
as?
not. You'd be amazed how much more Republican skirt you get with this, though. I loved this guy.
Yes,
His
oh
passing
my.
was such a loss.
I didn't know you were one of those NRA gun nuts.
I'm not. I just loved his acting. He was amazing as Moses. I love that bit when he comes down from Mount Sinai with the tablets and says, "For my cold, dead hands."
The only film of his I ever really got into was the one where he plays the last human left on Earth, which is exactly how I feel when I pass through Newark.
Why would you use... Alright, we're checking the chest of drawers.
I organize my clothes very carefully.
I didn't know that. By colour or by style?
By body part.
Crikey. All this time when you were talking about the bottom drawer, I thought you meant...
Nope.
Anything in here?
Getting changed would defeat the purpose of hiring a superhero costume to enter the auditions.
That's assuming that dyeing the whole thing purple hasn't already defeated that particular purpose.
I'm sure it's fine. Alright, it's gonna have to be in the closet.
I don't want to get inside right now.
You're thinking about that day the lock got stuck, aren't you?
No.
I have nightmares about that day. It's the closet that came with the apartment. I think the previous tenant left it because of the inconvenience of trying to get it out of here.
It is pretty huge. Not everyone has a closet they can climb inside.
I know. Once I was in bed with a girl, and she thought she heard her boyfriend coming, so I jumped out of bed and hid in it.
But this is your apartment.
Mate, this is your apartment.
Yeah.
Yeah, we both felt pretty stupid when we realized that she couldn't possibly have heard her boyfriend. You hadn't taken your key with you, so you'd have had to ring the bell to get in.
Jenny?
Oh.
What's wrong with whales, mate?
Nothing, I guess. I'm just more of a dolphin person. But whales get all the movies.
What's so great about dolphins?
They're killers.
Haven't you ever swum with dolphins? It's amazing. You get in the water with a dolphin. You stroke it, you kiss it, you climb on its back, and it pretends to enjoy it.
Sounds like my parents' marriage.
I like it where it is.
I, on the other hand, don't like it where it is, but I can't think of anywhere I'd like it better either.
I've seen... we have a distinct lack of map here. Well, we're gonna have to look at newspapers. Yes.
It says here that Dennis Leary has a new stand-up show coming to town. Are you gonna go see it?
No, I saw him in 1987.
Didn't you like him?
He was okay, but I think I'll wait until he's got some new material.
Could be in for a long wait, dude.
I know. Bill Hicks is dead.
I don't really have a great interest in current affairs.
What about past
I dread
affairs?
to think what will happen when he finds out that Mr. Hooper died.
What is this strange
There's a slightly
thing?
stained napkin sitting on the arm of the sofa.
Oh, yeah?
It's the napkin I used to wipe my hands when I was eating pizza last night.
This is key information.
Oh, thank God. I thought you'd stayed up late watching Desperate Housewives again.
Hey, there's something written on this pizza napkin.
It's probably another suicide note from the pizza delivery boy. That kid really needs to get laid.
Oh, come off it.
No, it's the address of the theater where auditions are being held. I must have written it down while we were eating dinner.
So where exactly is it?
I have no idea.
Great, the A train runs right past I have no idea. Now that you've got the address, maybe you could get a map which shows us how to get there.
Your sarcasm is not helping. So let's try using pizza napkin.
This napkin contains the address.
It also contains most of the pizza sauce that didn't end up on your costume, on the floor, or on the couch.
So let's try using the napkin on the
I can
computer.
use the address on this napkin
With good
to
old
create a
Google
map
Maps.
which shows us how to get to the auditions.
Do you need a hand? I know you're not the most technical person.
No, I think I'm okay. Hey, does Google know where I'm going? Or do I have to enter a destination?
How could Google possibly know where you're going unless you tell it?
Well, they have those maps that know where you are.
What?
Those big maps at the mall that say you are here. And I always am.
Yeah, I'm definitely going to do that map. Otherwise, we'll end up in Mount Pleasant instead of Broadway.
I don't normally suffer fools, but he is at least a likable fool. Alright, we got ourselves a map.
Shall I take this?
Yes. Please.
Yes, and try not to blow your nose in it or smother it in pizza sauce before we leave the apartment.
Huh? Here's the map showing us how to get to the auditions.
It's now covered in
What's this mark
earwax.
here?
I think it's the symbol for a hot dog vendor.
No, it's ketchup. You haven't left my sight and you haven't eaten anything. I just don't know how you do it.
He is a
You
superhero.
seen my invitation?
You had to be invited.
Oh yeah. These are prestigious, exclusive auditions. Only the very best are invited.
Wow. I guess your acting skills have impressed people more than I realised.
Not really. I only got one because the stage manager ran me over in the parking lot last week, and I took an invitation in exchange for a legal waiver.
How are the back spasms?
Easing off.
Alright, so hopefully we can now actually take the door.
I'm not sure how it comes off its hinges.
Right.
The thing about taking a door with you is that it ceases to be a door when it's in your pocket.
We will use the
We
door.
haven't got an invitation,
Oh,
remember?
Right.
Yeah, I thought we could just wander the neighborhood a bit. See where we end up.
Mr. Fagazin
That's
used to
a good
wander
point.
the neighbourhood when he was on his medication.
He has
Remember where
cartoon
he ended
features.
Remember?
Eyebrows on a
Those were his
mask.
pallbearers.
My
Such a
suspension
shame
of
that
disbelief is
epilepsy
ruined.
alert bracelet was in gang colors.
Precisely.
Alright, so we need to do more finding, apparently.
I don't.
Do a little space bar here. Let's do a talk.
Mel, do you have a minute?
What's up, mate? Are you after a dickie in my show, like?
God, no. I just wanted to talk to you.
Oh, well, that's different. Talk away.
I need help. I don't remember where I put the invitation to the audition. So where could I have put the invitation?
In the pizza box.
It's probably in one of the cupboards in your bedroom. That's where my deodorant ends up whenever it goes missing.
Really? Okay.
Thanks, Mel.
If you say so.
Well, that should be easy enough. We've looked at all of these places before.
It's the closet that... I know.
Skip, skip,
Yeah.
skip, skip. Okay.
I'm all... Yep.
Ah! Didn't even know he was there.
There's a golden ticket in here. It must be the invitation to the AGS auditions.
Either
All
that or
right.
we're spending the afternoon at a chocolate factory.
Now the auditions are gonna seem like second best.
I understood that reference.
Mel, I found the invitation.
Well done, mate. Do we have everything now?
Hello? Lieutenant, how nice to... No, we're going to the America's Got Superpowers auditions, remember? We booked a day off and everything. But... I guess if it's only an hour.
Looks like we have a little detour to take.
Tell me you didn't just give up our day off.
It's only for an hour. You know I can't say no to Sam.
That's strange. She says it to you all the time. What does she want?
She said something personal had come up. She needs to take the rest of the day off. But that means she won't be able to transcribe those interviews.
Hey, I did that the other day.
Oh, so I was right. You didn't give up our day off. You gave up my day off.
I have to be there too. I'm the only one who has the keys.
Did you find
Yes,
the
of course.
keys?
The keys. The ubiquitous symbol of authority. Because only the most responsible and trustworthy of men is allowed to use the photocopier.
I'm getting all of these achievements, yeah. Out we go. Finally, we get out of this crummy apartment.
There are strict parking regulations in New York City, and you don't get underground parking out here.
In fact, the only time you see someone with off-street parking, it's usually the result of a failed vehicular homicide.
That's dark. Alright, where are we going? To the map. Yes. If I miss anything here, we'll come back for it later. Alright, the old Nipid. Welcome to the Grand Nipid. Huh.
Did you have to do that?
Of course I did. Can't very well go into work dressed as a comic book superhero. Doesn't present a very professional attitude to work.
Well, you know what they say, dress for the job you want.
I mean, did you have to get changed in a phone booth?
What's wrong with that? A lot of superheroes get changed in phone booths.
Yes, but most wait for the lady making a call to finish first.
Ho ho.
I know it's kind of childish, but I'd love to drive one of these with the lights blazing and sirens blaring.
I've seen you drive. You should always have lights blazing and sirens blaring.
Ha. Now, Kyle here must be wearing a serious corset in that outfit. Because he has quite the punch otherwise.
That's Sam. She's a detective with the NYPD.
Or Nipid.
She's kind of our boss, in the sense that no one else in the precinct wanted to have to speak to us, and she drew the short straw.
She has a body like a memory foam pillow. No matter how often you manhandle it, it always returns to its original shape.
Ew.
Or in this instance, no matter how often someone else manhandles it.
Well, let's just do some talking.
Hi guys, thanks for coming in at such short notice.
We were happy to help.
He was happy to help. I was bloody annoyed to do it.
At least you're honest.
I know you guys had plans today. The America's Got Superpowers auditions.
Yeah, I'm hoping that a big talent agent will spot me when it airs on TV.
Whereas last time he got spotted on TV, it was just his social security fraud investigator.
Well, I promise you this won't take long. I just need those interviews transcribed and then you can get off.
Is everything okay? You said on the phone you had an urgent personal matter to take care of.
Yeah, everything's fine. My sister came down with something and she needs me to collect the kids from school and fill a prescription for her.
Oh, I'm sure that's perfectly fine. Well, let's just get down to work. We will ask things later if we need to.
I'll be right back.
Hurry up then. I need to be off soon.
This desk belongs to Sam.
Now I come to think of it, it's a bit odd that Sam's desk is out here with the others. Don't lieutenants usually have their own offices?
Yeah, but Sam refused to take one. She told the captain that she didn't want to distance herself from her detectives. She didn't want them to think she was unapproachable, or that she was management after she got her promotion.
That sounds like Sam. I've always said she's a loyal colleague.
Also, it's much easier to throw things at people from out here.
Alright, where's... Ah, the tech room door.
Sam is waiting to leave.
It's not the rudest thing you've ever wanted to do to her.
Mel, you promised you wouldn't discuss that in front of her.
Is that not where I'm supposed to go? That's outside. That's the tech room door.
That's the tech room. It's where I administrate the entire network for the precinct.
Oh.
It's also my janitor's closet.
Which gives you an excellent sense of the esteem in which my work here is held.
Sam,
It's
Huh. I guess we have to do the talking, and then she leaves, and then we do the thing.
Can we hurry the...
oh, this Superheroes are cool.
Sometimes it happens.
I bet you'd have a lot more respect for me if I was a superhero.
Screw superheroes. They have no respect for the law. They ignore rapists and serial killers because there's more publicity in tackling bank robberies and street crime.
Ahem.
Most of all, they don't care what happens to the law enforcement officers when they take their tights off and go home for the night. Who's looking out for us?
I'm always watching your ass.
I know. It's the reason I stopped wearing tight leather pants.
There we go.
So you said on the phone you want us to transcribe some interviews?
Yes, it shouldn't take more than an hour at the most.
Why don't you shove brooms up our asses? We could sweep up while we work.
Mel, don't exaggerate.
Excuse me. You could fit a carpet shampooer up yours anyway.
Where are the interviews?
They're on SD cards. There are 2 on my desk, but the third one was needed for a camera. The camera has subsequently gone missing.
Oh dear.
That's convenient. When Internal Affairs is asked to investigate allegations of police brutality, the recording of the interview is nowhere to be found.
For God's sake, Melvin, not everything is a conspiracy. Someone probably just forgot to put it back when they finished with it.
So you just want the interviews processed on the workstation and transcribed into text?
Yeah, a few things came up in the interviews that I'd like to run against our databases. It's probably nothing, but it doesn't hurt to try.
Especially when someone else is doing all the donkey work.
Alright, well, this gives us a thing.
We understand what we have to do. You can take off now.
And so she does. Aw, I was half hoping she would jump
All
out
the
the
best to
window.
your sister.
Huh? Oh, right. Thanks, guys.
Well, as long as she's not hiding anything.
Sam's left her expensive phone on her desk.
That's a bit dangerous. Perhaps you should go after her.
Mel, this is a police station.
That's what I mean. Some bastard's bound to nick it.
I'm not sure I like his attitude. There's the SD cards.
Mel, what are these?
Potato chips.
They're the latest design in false nails. All the young female pop stars go gaga for square nails these days.
Really?
No, not really. They're SD cards. They hold up to 32 gig of data.
Well, they wouldn't be any good for me. I'd need hundreds of them to store all my artistic videos.
Come on, guys. Not every joke has to be that way.
These must contain the interviews that Sam wants us to transcribe.
Yeah, do you want to let me hold on to them though? I still have vivid memories of lending you my USB drive.
It still worked, didn't it?
Yeah, once we got all the sour cream out of it.
This SD card contains a video of an NYPD interview. I wonder if it contains anything interesting.
It won't. They
Wonder how
save all the
compressed they
hilarious
are.
ones
We've worked
for
with
crystal meth addicts for movie night
HD
in the senior
videos, and they're not that
detective's office.
large. Alright, well, let's see here. So where might someone
This notice
have
board contains an
misplaced a
assortment of
camera?
notices and reports on a wide range of NYPD-related subjects. There's everything from a softball team roster through to a 30-year-old E-fit.
Did I make the softball team this year, Mel?
No, mate, sorry.
Oh man, I really thought I was gonna make it this year. Why do you think they left me out?
It's probably the hair.
I don't think it was about ability, mate, so much as strategy. This year they're aiming mostly for guys who hit the ball without letting go of the bat.
Well, let's at least transcribe the first two, and we'll see what happens. Hmm? Alright, well,
Mel, what do we need to do to transcribe the interviews on these cards?
Best case scenario, we just put the card in and let the software do its work.
I wish the software was that good. It's not.
As simple as that? Wow. If people keep designing intelligent software, it could put people like you out of a job. Then where would you be?
Standing behind you in the welfare line. As long as evolution keeps designing idiots, there will always be a need for people like me. That's strange. The workstation just restarted.
And it made a staticky
sorry.
noise.
I was leaning on the power switch.
I rest my case. Okay, the first interview is processing now. That'll be fine. The second one looks to be in Spanish, though.
Spanish?
Is that a problem?
El español?
If we use the traditional transcription software, we'll be here all day. The one on my workstation does have a Spanish module, but I never got around to installing it.
So we need to find the Spanish software module.
Or give up all hope of making the auditions, yeah.
Well, what else we got here? Pew, pew. So is this the computer? The whole thing is the workstation? I think it is. Examinin'! Examinin'.
This is Jamie, my workstation.
You
It's
named
the main
your
administrative
workstation?
terminal for the entire network in this precinct.
You named your workstation? That's kinda lame, dude.
This from the guy who gave names to his nipples. At least my workstation is functional.
Burn? I don't know if that's a burn.
That's strange. This box isn't meant to be here.
How can you know that?
I've memorised the location of every box in this room.
Dude, that's a bit sad.
I don't have much choice. A magical fairy keeps leaving half-eaten cream-filled sponge cakes in the boxes on my shelves. If I don't find them, they go off and the whole room is full of fumes.
Really? Imagine that.
Well, let's take the box.
Shall I have a look and see what's in this box you don't recognize?
Please do. If it turns out to be another Foxhound operative sneaking into the building, the boss will have my guts for garters.
He is so British.
No special ops, guys. But there is a camera and a whole bunch of file folders.
Ah, well, the camera is
It's
easy.
probably that idiot Profaci. He keeps mistaking my office for the evidence locker.
So this could be that camera that Sam said had gone missing.
It could well
George,
be.
huh?
I don't know why they keep Profaci on. He only ever appears in the office briefly and then he's gone again. Yet somehow he still manages to screw everybody else's work up. One of these days I'll frame him for taking kickbacks just to get rid of him.
Alright, let's see here. Inventory. Oh. Use camera.
Do you think this is the SD card Sam wanted us to find?
There we go.
If it isn't, this has been a pretty cruel red herring.
The card is jammed in here pretty tight. I can't seem to pull it out.
You push it and then...
Push, don't pull.
Yes.
All right. Geez, you sound like Lucy.
I always figured she'd be a bossy cow.
You're not wrong, bud. She never let up. Let me take my hose off first. Are you sure it's supposed to be that color? What the hell are you doing back there? Aha! I got the card out. You were right. I was supposed to push instead of pull.
I'll bet that's a great relief to Lucy.
Well, we can just put this in...
This SD card contains a video of a...
It won't. They save all the hilarious ones with crystal meth addicts for movie night in the senior detective's office.
Oh. Let's just plug it in here.
This transcription software could have lots of other applications, don't you think?
Like what? Subtitles for films and TV?
Yeah, but think bigger. You could get it to transcribe football matches, and then you wouldn't have to pay commentators.
No, see, it only transcribes what people say. Audio recognition. It can't describe what's happening in the video, you pillock. Even if it could recognise what was happening and somehow describe it, it would just be a dull, monotone voice describing everything in tedious detail.
So only slightly better than Jim Buck.
Fair point.
Is it finished transcribing?
No, but it doesn't need any more human intervention. When Sam comes back into the office, the results will be waiting for her.
Alright, but we still do need the language software that we are missing somehow. Do a quick speak here.
Mel, do you have a minute?
We'll see if we can jog his memory.
I need help. I can't find the Spanish language module for your translation software.
Well, it must be in my office somewhere, mate. I always put software somewhere I won't forget it.
Where did you put this software?
I forget.
Way to go, mate.
Thanks, Mel. That's all the help I need.
If you say so.
Well, let's check the in tray here.
It's my in tray. It's where all the mail addressed to the systems administrator gets put.
After the mailroom boy opens anything which looks like money and stamps on anything which looks high-tech.
I expect it's because he knows I'm onto his secret. He's a covert operative for the CIA, and he's intercepting important communications for the suits back at Langley.
Huh.
Yeah, either that or he knows it was you who backed the forklift into his brand new Verano.
I guess that's also possible.
Dude, there's a packet here which feels like it might have a DVD in it.
Has it been horribly mangled?
No, it's perfect.
Strange. The mailboy must have missed it.
Oh, let's see what we got.
This padded envelope was in the in tray on Mel's desk. I always feel a slight tingle of excitement holding a padded envelope, because you never know for sure what's inside.
It wasn't very bloody exciting when the hospital sent your stool sample back return of post because you'd forgotten to put it in the plastic cup.
The woman from UPS has never spoken to me since.
No comment.
Hey, look! It's the Spanish language module for your transcription software.
What luck!
Great. Although I was secretly hoping it was Holly Does Hoboken.
This DVD contains the Spanish language module for Mel's translation software. Hey, isn't it a bit of a waste to use a whole DVD for a relatively small piece of software?
This from the man who bought After Earth on DVD and Blu-ray.
I only bought the Blu-ray because the DVD player scratched and spat out the DVD.
I think it was trying to tell you something.
Oh, nope. We need to... Right. Need to go down here and select there, and then we can do the selecting there.
Hey Mel, can you install this for me?
No. The level design is uninspired, the load times are horrendous. It's horribly misogynistic, and the humour is incredibly juvenile. I don't care if you have been waiting 15 years for it to be released. You should have waited forever.
Oh. Well, can you install the Spanish language module instead?
Sure.
A little,
Okay, done.
It's not a TSL joke, surely.
Mel, do you...
Do you remember the last time I let you use my workstation? When I got back on it, I had replacement cursors, toolbars for everything from the Vienna riding school to the cast of Avenue Q, and a purple gorilla trying to make me laugh. If I want a purple gorilla trying to make me laugh, I'll ask you to put the costume back on again.
Your computer looked so boring.
If you want to use the computer, just be specific about what you want to process and I'll do it for you.
Well, I guess we'll use this last SD card here.
Can we transcribe the second interview now?
We can. I'll just queue it up and it'll be transcribed automatically by the software.
Cool.
Of course, there is a manual tweaking option for fine-tuning, but I doubt Sam will need anything that specific.
That manual tweaking option opens up a world of temptation.
Yeah, what's the Spanish for please stop beating me with that rubber hose?
That's all
Well.
pretty done now, right?
Mission accomplished.
Indeed, our slave labour is over for the day.
It's only an extra hour of work.
And you get paid for it.
Only an extra hour? That's more than we've done all month.
Well, let us go. We've got an audition to get to, and then that'll probably be the end. Oh, no, careful. Come on, Mel. Handy sidekick you. To the map. Let's see. Yeah. All right, we have made it to the auditions. Who is this intimidating supervillain?
That dude with the blue hair is creeping me out.
He does look a bit like Ivan Drago's bigger, tougher brother.
Oh yeah? Ooh. Super music.
Excuse me.
Da?
Did he just call me stupid?
He didn't say duh, he's Russian. He said da, it means yes. Don't be so stupid.
Do you speak English?
Da.
See? Like a native.
Are you here for the auditions as well?
Da.
Oh.
Will you stop asking him yes-no questions?
Da. I mean, yes. Sorry. Are you the only contestant here? Aren't there any other superheroes or villains?
Yeah.
Oh, sure. This skinny woman in red costume around somewhere. He keep going outside to take phone calls.
Perhaps she's moonlighting for a taxi company.
Have you seen any other superheroes today?
One other. Very strange man. He keep looking at me funny. He go for fresh air.
Huh. Mysterious.
Mel, if you were looking for a bit of fresh air, where would you go?
Iowa.
But
Say
Tish.
something about the park, east of here. You really going to look for him?
Why not? It never hurts to check out the competition.
Rather you than me.
Why is Russian
What
man
made you
entering
decide to
contest?
enter the contest?
If I win contest, they have to give me green card so that I can fulfill contractual obligations.
Why do you want to leave Russia?
I hope to defect. I belong to FSB in Moscow.
What position? Do you play in goal?
It's not football team, it's new name for KGB.
Huh.
So why do
An
you
interesting
want to
character
defect?
here.
When I was senior agent in KGB, during Cold War, I was expected to kill anyone who disagreed with Soviet government.
And you didn't want to kill people?
Of course I wanted to kill people. How do you think I became senior agent in KGB?
So then why leave?
It's boring. Nothing left to do. Since Cold War ended, Russian Secret Service have not much work.
Or maybe they do,
Surely
and it's
Russia
just secret.
must still have enemies.
Not many. You Americans and British keep invading countries and pissing people off. People forget all of shit we used to pull.
Do you know any other supervillains?
Just because I am Russian means I must be villain. You Americans are always so quick to judge.
Sorry, it's the media.
Actually, I suspect it was the love of killing people when you were in the KGB that tipped him off.
It's fair point.
So, do you know anyone?
I used to date Magma Maiden.
Was she hot?
In every sense. She melted my heart.
That must have been a steamy affair.
Oi, puns.
But we had to stop seeing each other.
Why?
Pun?
After a while, her magma core started to melt the ice core of my body whenever she was in close proximity. I had to start wearing this waterproof costume to stop myself melting from inside out.
Huh.
Sounds nasty.
After a while I was like walking snow cone. Nobody wants limp superhero.
Least of all a fiery redhead.
So, what exactly can
Do you
he
have any
do?
real superpowers?
Of course. During Cold War, Soviet Union had many secret weapons programs. Soviet scientists were best in world.
Well, they didn't manage to successfully brainwash anyone, did they? Not like the Yanks did with MK Ultra.
Soviet brains harder to wash.
So what type of powers do you have?
Is he
All of
Frozone,
my
but
powers
Russian?
related to ice.
Why ice?
Research was carried out in a remote Russian village called Oymikron. You ever been to Oymikron?
Probably not.
I'd have to check my passport.
There's no need for sunscreen. Average temperature minus 15.
Sounds a bit like Buffalo.
It's a horrible place. No work, no social life, nothing to do. Landscape is bleak and inhospitable. It's arsehole of entire country.
Sounds a lot like Buffalo.
Can you spray out a stream of ice in front of you and then surf along it?
Yet, I can spray ice, but cannot surf on it. I have very poor sense of balance.
Ooh, that is a
How come?
problem.
I got hit in the head a lot when I was stunt double in Rocky 4.
See? I knew it.
I wanted. I
Well.
should.
Then
We're
go.
right now
I'm
at
not sorry.
5 o'clock. Let's at least get ourselves in here and signed up for the
She's
hero
a very
auditions.
attractive woman.
I should hope so, considering how much she's spent on it.
You mean she's not all as God made her?
Look at that nose. You can still see the chisel marks on the side.
Hi, I'm here for the audition.
Name?
Kyle Keever.
I need your superhero name, not your real name.
Oh,
A bloody good superhero you're gonna make. You've only been in the costume 5 minutes and you've already given your secret identity away.
I was going to call myself the Perfect Patriot.
Well, that doesn't seem very appropriate. Your costume is a mess. You'll have to think of something else.
Right now? Can I think of a name after I do the audition?
no, that's what they're gonna call you.
Sorry, but the rules are clear. You have to have your superhero name before you go on stage. In the event that you get through to the boot camp, the production company can have your name trademarked by the time you get back off stage.
Oh well. In that case, how about. How about Pimp Daddy Patriot?
No.
You are dressed like a pimp, but I'm afraid we're making a conscious effort to play down the pimp and streetwalker themes this year.
Why is that?
Channel 7 have ordered a pilot for America's Got Hose.
It's making me groan, man.
The incredible Dr. Farty Pants.
You're not taking this seriously, are you?
Hey, you try sharing an apartment with the big fella and then tell me it's not an appropriate name.
Can I get.
Oh, sure. I have nothing better to do than sit here all afternoon waiting for you to come up with a name that isn't either pathetic or borderline illegal.
Great.
Thanks.
That's what we figured.
Alright, I'm pretty sure it's, Purple Patriot?
Mel, do you have a minute?
Actually, yeah, let me
Talk to
just go through the rest of the options
about
here.
my superhero name.
Yes.
Uncle Sam.
He's
What
talking.
could be more patriotic than that?
He's not looking at her to talk to her.
I'm sorry, but there is already a well-known comic book character with that name.
Aw.
Holy intellectual property infringement.
Can I get back to you?
Oh, sure.
Thanks.
That's what.
Alright. Does Mel have any great ideas?
You have a minute? I need help.
You don't say, mate.
The receptionist says I need a superhero name in order to audition.
So? You must have known you would need a name.
Yeah, but I plan to call myself Perfect Patriot.
And I plan to marry Mila Kunis, but we all have to adapt to reality.
So...
There are a few other contestants around. Maybe one of them can suggest something.
Ah. Alright.
Thanks, Mel. That's all the help I need.
If you say so.
Talk to you later.
Alright. Well. 5 o'clock. Next time we will get our name. I'm fairly certain it is Purple Patriot. Ahem. And then we will totally win this competition and something. Oh, you can exit and re-enter.
I'd help
Interesting.
if I could, mate, but I'm rubbish at coming up with names.
It.
Maybe one of the other contestants can suggest something.
Oh, so if you just sit around, he also gives you a hint? That's great. And or not. Let's go with only the advisor here. There we go. Alright. So tune in next week. Same Phoenix time, same Phoenix channel. And we will do more superheroing. Yes. So, thank you for watching. I did more jokes. Is this okay? Is this not okay? Let us know. Were the jokes bad? I guess you could let us know that too. But for now, we are signing off. Thank you. Cheers.